Alright, so let's say you want a nice keto snack. You know, not like a whole meal, something that you can just kind of chew on while you're watching Netflix, whatever. I got here some pumpkin seeds that I got from a big-ass pumpkin, one of those carving ones. And I removed all the pumpkin flesh. I dried them off a little bit, and I tossed it in a tablespoon of butter. This is like almost 2 cups of seeds. I got a tablespoon of butter and just a little bit of salt. And optionally, to add some flavor, I added a little splash of vanilla and some pumpkin pie spice. And all you got to do is spread this out on a couple sheets and cook it in the oven like 300 degrees for about 45 minutes till they're nice and browned, and you can eat them. So let's do that. All right, I got a couple pans here. All you got to do is spread them out. Try to get a nice even layer. It's going to be a little hard because they're covered in butter, but just do your best. And I got some raspberry vinegar fermenting there. I just started that yesterday. I'll have some delicious homemade raspberry vinegar in a few weeks. They're really sticking together. Alright, the timer just finished on the pumpkin seeds. Let's check them and see how they look. Dog, get your face out of here. Looking and smelling good. Alright, let's get these out of here. Smells like a pumpkin pie up in my house. There we go. Gonna let these cool a bit. By the way, chicken's doing good. Alright, it's only been a couple minutes. They don't hold heat like super well because they're so small. I don't know if you can hear it, but they're crackling. But you can pop these in your mouth now. They're not like super hot. Grab a handful of them. I don't think I've ever had roasted pumpkin seeds before, at least not covered with butter, but this tastes very reminiscent of like a buttered corn. Not like popcorn, obviously, because it's like fluffy, but I don't know if you've ever been to like a Peruvian restaurant and they give you like those fluffy pieces of corn. That's what I'm reminded of here eating this. I switched to my macro lens so you can get a closer look. Let's see if I get some light. You see a little bit of the pumpkin seasoning? Very delicious. That's what they look like inside. They're not super hard. They're a little fluffy, but not like popcorn, obviously. Nice, delicious, light snack. You can just pop a handful of these in your mouth. Kind of like eating you can eat them just like by the handful, like potato chips, but it's keto. I think it's keto. Don't quote me. Look it up yourself. Don't trust the internet. Delicious. Bit of a pro tip, add salt. The recipe I read said a pinch. I think you should sprinkle salt on it when it's fresh out of the oven, and it tastes way better. Alright everyone, so let's say you're on the keto diet and you want to make some delicious juicy chicken, but all you have is chicken breast pieces. Chicken breast is kind of low on fat, a little dry, you know, kind of hard to make it work. But I've figured out how to make keto chicken breast meat really delicious and juicy. I've already got it here. I got some frozen pieces, and I put MSG on it. You can find it in America under this brand, Accent, and it's not bad for you like some people say, just, don't use too much. I've got a lot on here, but a lot of it's going to wash off. What this does, this is going to help thaw the chicken and tenderize it. It's going to sit here for an hour or so, and it's going to thaw out, and there'll be a nice pool of water here on the bottom that they'll be sitting in when they're nice and thawed out. So, I'm going to come back when that's ready. We've got a plate here, some paper towels. We're just going to pat these dry so that you can get a nice dry skin, and these are going to cook up beautifully. I want to get all that water that the MSG got out. Now, if you don't like MSG, if it gives you headaches or you don't like the flavor or whatever, salt is okay too. They basically serve the same function, but I think MSG gives you a better flavor. Salt and MSG are both flavor enhancers. It helps your taste buds detect flavor in the first place, but MSG is the king of flavor. The king of flavor. Okay, so we've got this nice and dried out, beautifully tender. Look at that. Nice dry coating. Now what we're gonna do is I have a pan with some lard in it, and we're gonna cook it up. Alright, I'm back. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this in the lard. It's sitting in there, staying nice and juicy. We're gonna cook it on one side, and we're gonna develop a nice crust. Now, while we're waiting, we're gonna put some seasoning on it. Now, I have some salt-free seasoning. You can use whatever you like, but MSG already has a bit of a salty flavor. So adding more salt's not really necessary unless you want salt. But I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this on. It's going to adhere to the skin for now. And we're going to wait until it's cooked up nicely. Now, it shouldn't take too long because we drew out a lot of water. It's going to reduce the cooking time, and it's going to allow some of the lard to soak in to the meat, keep it nice and juicy. Check it to see how it's looking. I don't think we've got a crust going yet. Okay, we're starting to get a crust. That was faster than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and flip this one too. Not easy to do one-handed while holding my phone, but here we go. Alright, so now we've got some seasonings on the bottom side there, and in the lard, it's going to cook it up nicely. It's going to give you a great smell. A lot of seasonings, their smell and flavor are unlocked by fats, and lard is animal fat. So, we're sitting here cooking it, the smells are going up into the chicken, and this shouldn't take but another minute or so to be cooked through. And then we're going to go ahead and plate it up. Alright, here we go. Should be able to move freely when I jiggle the pan. That's how you know that you've got a nice crust, it's not sticking. Or you might have a crust, but it's not sticking, which is important. This is a non-stick pan, so that shouldn't be hard if you have a stainless steel pan, which I do have. It's easier for things to stick. Now, I don't know what your parents did or didn't tell you, but if you have a non-stick pan like this, don't use metal on it. Use something safe for non-stick pans like this, I guess rubber spatula. That way you don't scratch it. Now, if you have a metal pan, you can pretty much use whatever the hell you want. But I'm thinking this is probably cooked through already. We got a nice crust going. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right. I haven't. The spatula's been used a few times now. It's getting some seasoning crusted up on it. I'm gonna throw this in the sink so that it can get cleaned properly. Alright, I don't own a tripod, so you'll have to excuse how dumb this looks, but I have my phone carefully balanced on my water bottle. So, all you do is you got your spiralizer, you line up your dick emoji, and you just spin it. And out the bottom, it's gonna start looking like a green spaghetti. There you go, a green spaghetti. And you don't gotta cook it or nothing. You can just eat it like this. But super easy. I'm gonna keep spinning until my bowl is full. Beautiful spirals. That should do it. There we go. It just cuts it perfectly. I got some breakages. I could have gotten really long strands, but I was impatient and going fast because I don't care if they're perfect. This isn't a restaurant. I'm just serving myself. There we go. Delicious. Alright. Now, I'll just take the fork that I'm going to use to eat with, so I'm not wasting a spoon to have to wash. I'll just scoop out 2 scoops. That'll do. And a nice coating, some nice flavor. And I had some Munster cheese that I'm going to just break into crumbles. If you want, you can use a knife and cut it up into little pieces. But I don't feel like grabbing the cutting board and getting it dirty for a single slice of cheese, so I won't. Alright, so we have our super juicy chicken breast tenders and our pumpkin seeds for snacking on. You might be thinking, well, where's the greenery in your scenery there? I don't see any vegetables. Where's the salad? You know, I want my greens. I got you covered. Alright, we got over here, we have a zucchini. You're thinking, oh, well, yeah, zucchini. Well, what we have here is, we're going to make zucchini noodles with this spiralizer. So, we're going to turn this into noodles. And it's going to be, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. We're also going to put this basil pesto on it. Then we're going to break up some cheese that I forgot to take out of the fridge. A little bit of cheese crumbles. You could use Parmesan. I'm going to use whatever I have in the fridge. And that'll be a nice little, like, noodle / salad thing. Itadakimasu. Alright. I put on a shirt just for this, so better appreciate and try making this at home. Alright? Got my super delicious meal here. Just gonna cut right through the chicken with my fork. It's so juicy. It doesn't take that much effort to do it. Get a little bit of this noodle. My chicken. That's good. I don't care what anyone says. That's delicious. You don't need to fry chicken to make it delicious. You don't need breading. You don't need sugar. You You don't even need pasta noodles. You can still make delicious pasta with a zucchini. Look at that. They're just like green noodles. Delicious. Definitely try this. If you're not on the keto diet, whatever. Won't hurt anything. If you're on the keto diet, maybe I have tonight's dinner planned out for you. Super easy.